Finding the Puddles, what's up?
Hello! How's it going?
Hope you guys are doing
Finding the puddles.
doing nice.
Finding the puddles.
Oh, finding the puddles.
Happy hump day to everyone.
Happy hump day.
Can you
Oh,
move
your
this?
cans are cold.
It's because I'm always cold.
Cold hands.
Yeah. Cold everything.
Yeah. That's what I get for wearing shorts, I guess.
Look at this, 5 thumbs up and only 3 people watching. That's pretty impressive. Hey, Anna.
Hey! What's up?
Okay. Got our list on the back of a receipt. Hey, Rebel Canners, how are you? Thanks for coming.
Wet receipt.
Should we start off with...
No. That?
Yeah.
No.
No, save
No,
that
we gotta-
for maybe the middle when there's prime time.
Yeah, so that more people can.
Prime time. You want to talk about contact lenses and how that's going?
Sure, we can talk about contact lenses. So as you can see, or I don't know if you saw in the last video, I tried wearing contact lenses. Started last Friday.
Oh, a birthday party.
Oh.
Happy birthday to whoever that is.
Friday? Was it Friday? Either way, it was Thursday or Friday of last week I started trying to wear contacts. Had a lot of trouble getting them into my eyes because I'm sensitive. And then it's just so weird. You know, I've been wearing glasses since I was in like 5th grade.
Hey, City Boy Farming.
Frickin' forever ago. So wearing contacts was a big switcherola.
Adjustment.
Yeah. And so, anybody else out there who wears contacts? So I have astigmatism, which is something like the,
Rem's Family Farm. Hello, how are you?
something about the funkiness of the shape of my eyeballs or something like
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's never really been clear to me.
Yeah. Astigmatism, I think it's my eye is a different shape.
Misshapen eyes.
Yeah. But anyway, maybe we'll close this. Glare on my glasses.
Angle it this way.
Joanne Carlton, how you doing?
Hello.
So anyway, it's really different wearing contacts than it is wearing glasses. Therese Poli, hello.
Hello. Oh, have you ever tried wearing contacts, Hannah? I would be interested to hear about how it was. Because John is saying that he can like feel them on his eyes, and I wear contact. Oh, you have that too.
Again, the issue is not like so much that I can.
The Rustic Wife. I watched a bunch of their videos this morning.
Nice.
Dorman's here, but you are buffering.
I think that's a you thing.
I know. Maybe,
Dormants.
maybe. What do you guys call it? Recirculate your router.
Recirculate, yeah, something like that.
Recycle.
I
did throughout high school. Could you feel your contacts on your eyeballs?
That's not the problem that I have.
I know, but it freaks me out.
I don't know. And it's not like I feel it. I'm like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. It's just like, you know, when you go 35 years on this planet without having contact lenses in your eyes, and then suddenly you start shoving a little plastic half circle into your eyes every day, you notice a difference.
It's an adjustment.
It is an adjustment.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
And so, and for those, that was the Rustic Gardeners, what you said?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't so much that it like hurts, because I was freaked out because I'm not good at eye things either. But anyway, so it's not as bad as you think to like put them on and take them off. Once you do it a couple times, you get better at it. But
From Manchester, UK.
Oh, cool.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you
We're
for
just
coming.
talking about me and my contacts.
Contact lenses.
Yeah. Really farm
Really
like.
exciting.
But like the
stuff.
whole idea was like I get contacts so that I can then wear like sunglasses, you know, as opposed to.
Oh, hi, Aunt Lydia. Thank you for coming. Definitely an adjustment. Never had issues putting them in, but leaving them in was the issue.
And mine is just like, it's so different. So like everything is in focus right now. I can look anywhere and pretty much see anything. But with my contacts, if I looked far away, it took a second to get it sharp. And then it still like wasn't quite that sharp. And then same thing, like if I looked real close, it didn't really work that close. So like if I'm outside and doing stuff, then contacts are great. Like I don't need to read detail. But like, especially when I'm doing my work, you know, looking at my computer, it got to be a lot. So
Just need to get used to them.
yeah, I don't know if it's a get used to them thing. It's a lot blurrier than like you would think.
Maybe if they'll authorize the prescription for you, get like one box.
Yeah.
Or something, and then when you are going to be chainsawing all day and don't want to wear glasses.
Yeah.
Or not.
Well, and the doctor, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I think they'll give me another sample, because I remember when we talked to them on the phone, they said like they'll give us plenty of samples to find one that works. So she might adjust the prescription a little bit and give me a new sample. So we'll see.
And that's the contact lens update.
That's the contact lens update. So there's that. And so we've been pretty busy. Like this past weekend, we went and sliced and diced some more trees.
Yeah, just murdering trees.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, Joanne, we were talking about you the other day on our lives and how demanding you are. Anyway.
What brand did they give you? Acuveve makes one specially for astigmatism.
I don't know, but I know it was a specialty astigmatism thing. Yeah, we'll see. Again, we're gonna try it again and see if it works. But yeah, dogs are over there, off screen.
Only 2 of them are
Only
over
2.
here.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess now we're gonna go outside.
So, my goodness, your mom just asked where her bees are. I think we might rescind the bees.
Well, we're gonna bring them on.
Yeah. So the plan. So we are bringing some bees to my mother-in-law's house, who I adore, by the way. I'm just giving her a hard time.
Look at this rare treat.
She wanted some. Oh, check this out. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Well, except for Peanut's gonna be bad.
Who's that? That's River the barn cat making an appearance inside. Check that out.
River, look at the camera.
She's so sweet.
Look at the camera. All right, Peanut's gonna get too rowdy in a second.
Yeah, she's already pretty excited. Oh boy. Well, so one of the things that we're gonna do this weekend is bring my mother-in-law some bees. So we have 3 beehives. 2 of them did not survive. So we ended up with the 1 swarm hive that we caught last year. And since we were already planning on bringing my mother-in-law some bees anyway, we're gonna take the strong hive, the colony that's like pretty much ready to go over there. So what we're gonna do is we are going to lock them up tomorrow night. And then we're going to bring them over on Friday when we were planning on going over there anyway. And then we will release them.
But we're gonna leave them locked up on Friday and release them on Saturday?
I think that is the plan.
And feed them for the trip, right? So on Thursday we'll put in some pollen patty?
Yeah. Yeah, we can throw a pollen patty in there before we bring them over. That'll be good. And they should... So the benefit of bringing over an established colony is that they already have... drawn out comb, they already have honey stores, they already have all of this stuff. So it's much better than giving, a package that needs to then draw out comb and all that kind of stuff. But then, one of the bittersweet moments of having our 2 other hives pass on is that we ended up with, 2 deeps and a super's worth for each one of drawn out comb and honey. So we have that. One of the videos that's going to come out, I think probably next week, is we built some new swarm traps, which is cool. So we're able to use those drawn out frames and honey as like, some lure, as well as the, what do you call it? Swarm commander. Yeah, so hopefully we can
it would
make
be
up.
exciting if we could turn 2 lost hives into 3 new swarms. That would be good.
I told my beekeeping mentor that he can put some swarm traps up at our new property, and he said, John, you must, I'll take that into consideration, but you must note that I might catch your bees. And I said, well, I don't need to tell you when you catch swarm, right?
You're just gonna sneak the bees away.
Right, we'll just put them back.
Well, all of our bees are gonna wear name tags, right? So if
Right,
he does
yeah.
catch them, we'll just...
Linda, Belinda, Melinda, Cindy.
They're not all going to wear name tags that say John's Bees, ORF.
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 Orf. Orf bees. Borf.
Bees of Old Reading Farm.
Bees of Old Reading Farm.
That's not bad.
Borf.
You'd make that a t-shirt.
I want to make Pepper into a t-shirt.
No.
Yeah. So. Anyway. What else?
Did you say how tree falling went?
I didn't. I got distracted because Joanne was distracting. So, tree falling went pretty well. We did have one tree that went not the way that we intended it to go. But we ended up taking care of it.
Whoop, that COVID.
Yep. And we actually ended up spending we met our neighbors. So there's one neighbor that's like right next to our driveway. So we met them, and they're both tremendous, lovely people. And so we had been, hey Morgan. We had been cutting down trees and then setting up the logs and putting them kind of at the top of the driveway because we have some people interested in taking the wood for firewood. And our neighbor had said that he has a friend who heats his house almost exclusively with firewood and asked if it would be okay for him to come by. And I was like, yeah, sure. We're just trying to get rid of this wood. So we ended up coming by on Saturday when we were there. And yes, Joanne, we did bring him eggs. So this is our neighbor's friend. His name's Randy. I think that's okay to say. Randy. So he came over and he was like, hey, thanks so much for the wood. This is great. If you need some help, I have this tractor that has a wood chipper and a front end loader and all this stuff. And I was like,
we don't not need that help.
And he was like, both our neighbor and him are volunteer firemen, or I actually don't know if it's volunteer, but they are firemen for the local firehouse, which is also super cool. And then he came over with his big John Deere tractor with his front end loader.
I love how you drive a tractor.
Yeah, isn't that how everybody drives a tractor? Tell me that's not how you drive a tractor.
I've never driven a tractor.
And then you hit that one rock.
Yeah, no suspension.
Yeah, but anyway, so he came down and he chipped a whole bunch of stuff, and then he used the front end loader to get rid of some of the rocks that were in the way for our little path, which was super helpful. And then he helped log up some wood and use the tractor to bring it up. So it's
he
great.
Leveled there. So after our driveway, there's this sort of aggressive dip down to get down towards where the flower farm is going to be. And he used his tractor to scrape the ground to be a more gentle hill. Because we were running the pickup truck up and down the hill for where John's cutting trees to where we're dumping the wood. And every time you go down the hill, you're like
like a roller coaster.
And it's like you hope you're not scraping the bottom of your truck up. Yeah. Hey, the newbie steaders, how are you? Thank you for coming. But every once in a while, maybe if you've got a lot of logs in the back, it's and you're like, ooh.
So he did a lot, and so that's great. I think we're probably going to see him again on Saturday.
You'd have him for dinner in our non-working kitchen.
Yeah. We're not ready. We're not quite ready for dinner level yet.
Sandwiches only.
Sandwiches. We can make him a sandwich. But
that would be so awkward if we were just like, hey, we made you a sandwich.
We could just offer him a sandwich.
Yeah, I would need a sandwich to somebody I didn't really know. It's like, hey, do you want a sandwich? I'd be like,
well, yeah, but
I don't want a sandwich anyway. But even if I did, even if it was just some kind of, I don't know when that sandwich was made. I don't know what's in that sandwich.
Freshly made today. Ham. Lettuce, tomato, mustard, and poison.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Right, we made this sandwich especially for you to die.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was nice to meet him, and it's cool to meet people in our new town.
Yeah, I was feeling a little bit sad about moving because here people write on our Facebook page being like, oh, are you gonna have the seedlings up? Oh, can't wait to buy flowers from you. And I'm like, wow, we're gonna leave this community that knows us and likes us and supports us, and we're just gonna go into this bigger town and be these little small fry fish.
Small fry fish?
Small fry fish.
We're actually not poisoning anybody.
I was getting poisoned, Hannah.
Yeah.
I was just saying that I would need a sandwich from a stranger.
Right. Well, yeah. Right. I mean, if some stranger on the street walking by, hey, you want a sandwich? Mm.
Oh, see, Sweet Pea is with me. Equally food skeptical.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll eat that later. You know, Peanut did some counter surfing today and ate some food that upset her stomach.
Yeah. Love it when that happens.
Yeah. Try insulating.
Inoculating.
Oh, inoculating some. Oh, that's a good idea with mushrooms. Hey, TNS, how are you? Oh, listening as I drive from work. Drive carefully.
Yeah, we could do that.
More worried about people making me food and not washing their hands. Yep, that can get weird, like fast. Oh, hey, come on, homesteading. How are you?
So Catherine worked in
Food service for almost 10 years, and I've seen some things.
Also says some things.
Said some things?
Says some things. I'm gonna end up shaving my whole head at some point.
Grow your flower farm and it'll flourish.
Giant.
Oh, we're back.
People like my antics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while for us to gain like a place in our current city, and so now moving somewhere else, so short after that
Kind
success.
of nailing it, yeah.
Yeah, because like 2 years ago, we sold eggs pretty well. We had no real problem with it, but we didn't sell a whole lot of flowers. And then this past year, we sold a ton of flowers. So it's tough to just
Hey, Raven Cat, how are you?
skip that. But so we're gonna kind of have to start
Ooh.
a little bit from scratch. But we'll get there.
Oh, but so when I said I was feeling sad, meeting what's his name?
Randy.
Meeting Randy made me feel better because I was like, oh, this new town is gonna have like nice people too.
Yeah. Well, and
Sorry if that's triggering
Yeah.
anybody. Peanut.
Peanut. Peanut's just very excited. Shh. I forget if it was in a video, but we took Pepper over to the new property.
Oh, it wasn't in a video.
And it was like, hey, Mulberry Branch. It was like unleashing a side of Pepper that we haven't seen since she was a puppy, because we took her only.
Yeah. She got a solo field trip.
Yeah, and she was in 4-wheel drive the entire time, like literally just running and jumping, and seeing this 165-pound dog who looks like a 100-year-old man running through the forest.
She was living her best life.
Yeah,
Because
really
he or she, like if Peanut gets running, Pepper will like take 2 steps running and then wait for Peanut to circle back. But she was actually running. What state are we in? We're in Connecticut.
So it was very nice to see her running through the forest.
And I'm looking forward to bringing her back.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so the people there have actually been really nice. So our neighbors have been super nice, and even so, I've been to the city hall 3 or 4 times now. I actually went up there today to get the permit for our alpaca barn, which is pretty cool. And they're actually pretty lax, because in our current town, so what we're doing is we're building a barn and then a little hay storage. So it's going to be a 12 by 16 foot barn, because it needs to be under 200 square feet to get to not need a building permit. So it's 196, so just under there. But we also added an 8 by 12 hay storage shed, and they let us do that under the same permit rather than getting 2 different ones. In our current city, we definitely would have had to get 2. So that's nice. They're also going to let us do our entire chicken breeding facility with 1 permit, which is again cool. We're gonna
Chicken Village. Oh no.
Chicken Village.
Oh, not buffering for you. Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Candace, I thought you said, oh no, buffering for me too. I was like, oh.
I think that's dormant. The only problem with my doing this on my phone now is I don't have any data. So if you do drop the internet.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
So there, and just everybody there was super nice and super helpful. So not only are there zoning restrictions and building, their local restrictions are much less restrictive than our current
Bless
city.
your heart. Hello, how are you? Thanks for coming. Welcome.
So it's just nice, so we can go there and we can kind of do our thing. You know, we can get as many animals as we want. So it's nice.
Yeah, it will be nice.
It will be nice. Yeah. You know,
It's a lot of work though to start everything over.
it is, but I think we're gonna do it. Do a good job.
Pebbles is clicking my mouse.
Yeah. And I'm excited to just
Come
be
here.
able
Can
to
you come say hi?
Well, like we were watching the Roots and Refuge Farm interview with Maya today, and just talking about what he would do different and like starting over. It was just interesting to hear that, and I do feel with a lot of his things. We learned a lot being here, and I learned a lot especially.
Hi, Kathy.
In terms of like, layout and even just simple things like doors and where nesting boxes should go, and like all that kind of stuff.
The red coop that we have, the nesting boxes aren't accessible from the outside, but there's also roosting bars kind of over them. So to get to them, you basically need to like crawl under the roosting bars, which isn't super fun.
Yeah.
So that'll be something to look forward to, is having.
Yeah, and so we also planned it out. So we're gonna have. Okay, so you ready for this? So we're gonna have 13 chicken coops. So we're gonna have 2 that are really big, that are meant for like just for our egg layers that don't need any special designation, and then we're gonna have 11 that are much smaller that are for breeding. So we're gonna have individual breeds in each one, but we've laid it out so that we have the 2 big ones right next to each other, and they're gonna be like a big square for the run, and then all the other ones are gonna kind of be in a line next to it, and they're gonna share walls so we can serve materials.
Conserve.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said serve materials.
So we can serve materials.
Serve those materials right up. No.
13.
13.
And so then that way we also set it up so that if we do decide, when we do decide to add more coops, we can just build them on the opposite side. Yeah. So this is, let me see it for a second. So this is the Cackle Hatchery catalog.
Oh,
Just
the
get that out of the way.
disrespect!
Hey, Sunny's Place. So Catherine is in love with.
Everybody, give this video a thumbs down for John.
No,
thumbs
don't do
down
that.
this video for John.
It's not worth it.
That was so.
But I really, I kid, because like she keeps going to this one breed of chicken in here, and she's like, "Ooh, look at this one," and I say, "Get it," and then she doesn't. As far as I know, I don't know.
How cute are those? Nobody hit the thumbs down for you, just to let you know.
That's good.
I want some of these.
4 by 12 foot recycled trampolines. Yeah.
I am interested in recycled trampolines. The only thing about this chicken village is like, if we start from the beginning with a plan to have them all look sort of the same,
Yeah.
it might be a little bit more like aesthetically pleasing, because sometimes we can look a little junkyardy back here because we're just like, hey, we'll take that.
Well, and I think the other thing is, because we build with recycled materials all the time, and it's way more difficult than it is building with regular materials, because you go to the store and you buy 2x4s, they may be cupped and like bent, but it's going to be 1.5 inches by 3.5 by 96.
Hey, Chad.
If you just get random stuff, you kind of have to pull together a plan as you're building.
Ooh, Sunny's Place. Cackle Hatchery is 2 hours from them.
I told you to order them.
I know.
But anyway,
They've got a lot of breeds in this catalog.
I'm also going to secretly build a coop for turkeys, so that the next time turkeys become available, I can get some turkeys, because I want some turkeys.
Yeah, somebody offered us, what was it, 4 turkeys?
I think it was 3.
3 turkeys today, but we tried to do the responsible thing and not.
We did do the responsible thing. I made a decision on my own to say no to the turkeys because we don't have a spot for them. I actually don't know if they were babies or not. They could have been
I think
babies.
they were full-size turkeys.
But anyway,
Look at these
either
little
way.
cuties.
So the breeds that we are raising, we actually have a blog about this on our website, oldrunningfarm.com, so we can throw that out there. So we are getting golden lace Polish, buff lace Polish,
The black and white.
white crested black Polish, crevecouleurs.
Appenzellers.
Appenzeller Spitzhauben and Rhode Island Reds, those come in the fall. And then we're getting a few other, we have Silkies that are going to go in one. We have silked Easter eggers, which I'm actually really excited about because they're cool.
Cute.
Can't wait for them to start laying eggs. Joanne, don't worry about it. Like, we don't know. A lot. But I think we're going to build these coops with pallets and lumber, using like the pallets as like the framing material for the sides, and then we're going to use the cut-offs from the sawmill for the siding, and maybe a chainsaw mill will be in there somewhere so that we can get our siding, but we'll see. But yeah, so we are excited about that, and we're making sure that everything that we do is as intentional as possible, because like I said, and this all started out by talking about what we learned here, and it's just there's things that we've learned here on things that work really well and things that could be better, and so we're going to make sure that when we go forward and do this, we're going to do it in a way that's both aesthetically pleasing, because we do want to have people come and visit, so we want it to look nice, and we want it to look nice from the get-go, and if it's a bit more of an expense up front, I think it's going to be worth it in the long run to just look as good as possible and last.
A plan?
Yes, a plan. Crazy.
And we'll
right?
do our best to stick to it.
I'll do my best to stick to it, and then Catherine will be a lovely way.
Huge glass crates for our raised beds.
Interesting.
Glass crates. Would that not? I mean, it must be tempered glass, or really thick glass. I wonder what did the glass used to be?
Yeah, what is a glass crate?
I mean, the thing that would be super cool about that is being able to see like the roots and stuff, especially if you're growing like carrots or something.
That would be cool.
That would be super cool, but it also sounds a little like dangerous.
Yeah.
There's at where we're moving to, there's a bunch of broken glass all over the ground, all over the place, and the puppy cut her foot one time when she was there running around, because I think
Or when we're ant farming, that would be cool too.
that would be cool. Huge glass for skyscrapers.
Wow. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it must be strongest in a skyscraper.
Yeah, right, because hail and stuff.
Hail and stuff.
I was gonna talk about one hailstorm and that's gone.
That was like
ages ago.
8 months
ago. Let it go. Let it go.
Oh, also, so for the number of chickens, it's gonna be like somewhere like 200. But it's not gonna be right on a direct property line with neighbors, so should be fine. Because we have to be, with farm buildings, we need to be at least 110 feet from property markers, which actually, now that I think about it, I think we need to double check where we put it. I think it should, that should be fine. But,
he said 200.
200.
Joanne, 200.
Because because I think we'll have probably about 50 in each of the large coops.
That's about what we have now.
We have 50 total chickens.
Oh, right. Hello. We're moving. Not to worry.
And then we're going to have approximately 12 in each of the smaller ones. So actually more like 250. We are an example of when chicken math goes wrong.
Chicken math is such a real thing.
Oh, indoor pond's doing good.
Yeah, it is. Should we take a quick look at the indoor pond?
Sure.
I'll try to walk slowly.
Walk slow.
I'm going to close your eyes if you're motion sick. Fishy fishies. Oh, they are like prowling right now. They think they're going to get fed.
Let it feed them.
You want to feed them?
Let it fish them.
I already fed them today.
So they're clearly hungry.
They're so cute. All right. Fishy, fishy.
Washy, washy.
Washy, washy. All right. Do, 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 do.
Lost it.
No, it's on the phone still. Sorry, nice view of my hand. All right, fish field trip. Who asked that? Are you? They're like never asking anything again.
So, where were we?
That was Hidden Springs. Chad who asked that. That's how it's going.
Yeah. And
Should we talk about this?
yeah.
Excuse.
So nobody's asked yet, but we have an update on our emu eggs. So we didn't get any from our first 5.
Yeah. So what day did we do that? Yesterday?
Yes, the day before, Tuesday. That was yesterday.
Yesterday, Tuesday, was day 61.
Monday. The emo eggs. It was an emo day.
Yeah.
For emu eggs.
So we had given up on the first 5. So we cracked all 5 of those eggs open so we could see what went wrong.
They're stinky.
And it was 5 stinky eggs with no signs of any kind of development. There was no blood, no veins, no emu, no nothing.
Nothing.
So we're feeling a little bit sad. We're feeling a little bit stupid. I'm feeling a little bit stupid.
We shouldn't feel stupid.
Well, I do feel stupid.
Well, you should. It's one of those things. And yeah, we are not experts in emu eggs, but there were no signs of development whatsoever.
Sunny's Place, have a good night. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for coming by.
And it seems like a stretch that none of them would have even gotten started.
Right.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, because we've had plenty of chicken eggs not hatch, and then I crack all of them open after once they're all done. And,
I usually don't participate in that activity.
right. It's not a fun activity. It's pretty nasty and sad activity. But you see all forms of development. From oh, this was a dud from the beginning, or something happened. Day 15 or whatever. You can see clearly how it develops. We all went to school, know how stuff works.
Well, there's like diagrams online that you can look at.
Right. And so there was literally
Just egg.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just sloppy mush, nasty, smelly, gross stuff. So
And so there's 6 more eggs from the same farm still in the incubator, and we're feeling not good about those 6. At least I'm feeling not good.
I mean, at this point, they're in there.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying pull the plug on them, but I'm not
Hopeful.
hopeful. I guess I am hopeful, but I'm not. I don't know. Can you tell that they were fertilized? So apparently, allegedly, we've been taught that if an emu egg was fertilized and you crack it open before you incubate it, you'll see that bullseye the same way you do on a chicken egg. But after 60 some odd days in an incubator, even if it had the bullseye spot of fertilization, that will be gone at the end of your incubation period. It'll have, absorbed or...
So all we have is hypothesis
Right.
at this point. And it seems like, either they stopped developing at a super early date, or they just weren't fertile.
like day 0.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's tough.
And on that note, if you're on Facebook, be nice to people.
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk on Facebook.
Yeah.
If somebody's asking a question, don't be rude. Don't jump in. Don't jump down their throats. Don't call them stupid.
So we're in several, emu groups on Facebook, and so we posted, just asking how we should feel, and so we were trying to think about it like, so, if somebody bought hatching eggs from us, and they bought, 12 chicken eggs, we usually give them, 18 or 14. So if somebody bought all those and spent, 21 days incubating them, and at the end they got 0,
we would want to know.
we want to know.
And we would offer them either replacement eggs or their money back.
We would absolutely offer them replacement eggs, but understanding that, they might not want to spend another month incubating eggs, if they really, I think, pushed for a refund, we would probably do it.
Definitely.
So we were curious as to how we should, approach this with the farm that we got them from, because I don't think that they were like, behind the scenes, we're going to sell them, unfertilized
Suckers.
eggs. Yeah. Because we got them for a really good price. So there is also that.
Yeah, beware of bargains.
Right, but so we let them know, and we didn't ask for anything, and we were just kind of hoping that they would do something. But we didn't really get anything back. But anyway, so...
Yeah, they said incubating emu eggs can be tricky. And we
Yeah.
were like, yeah, especially when you're trying to incubate unfertilized eggs. That makes it extra super tricky.
Right.
Ugh.
So some of us had a very strong emotional reaction
It's
to
just-
this.
I mean, it's some shit.
Hey, language.
There's hours of footage of me holding these eggs
And chirping at
and
them.
chirping at them and scratching and listening and whistling to them. I feel like a fool.
Yeah.
Like I might as well have been talking to a rock. Equally likely to hatch.
Yeah.
So anyway, I posted in this emo group being like, hey, we bought 5 eggs, none of them hatched, none of them developed at all. We reached out to the farm to let them know, and they said, yep, emu eggs can be tricky, like, thanks, bye. And I said to the group, is this something that we should chalk up as a very expensive lesson learned, or would you contact them and discuss maybe the possibility of at least a partial refund? And a lot of people were very nice, but there were some people who just like got so fired up over this and like
Some people who didn't read and
who
then
didn't
just
even
got
read my
angry.
post
Yeah.
and just started yelling at us, and we were like, you need to take a chill pill.
Hey,
Like,
hey.
Pebbles! Oh, she's
And now Pebbles is trying to get into the sink.
doing the dishes for me.
Yeah, right.
Come over here. Come here.
If she could do the dishes, she might.
She wouldn't be my least favorite.
Pebbles, come here.
Look, come over here.
Let's say hi to the people.
Good girl.
Here we go.
That's good. That's good.
So,
Anyway, so yeah, we eventually shut off comments on that post, and we were like, for those of you who are yelling at us, like,
please.
take a seat. Although I said it much nicer.
The consensus was like, yes, expensive lesson learned. It's not 100%, right?
Thank you. Yeah, which is fine. I guess I don't mind learning an expensive lesson.
But we bought an incubator basically for the purpose of incubating these eggs.
Yeah, like a really nice incubator. And
So
that's the other thing. Hannah said about the time. This farm was 2 hours away, and I drove up there to get eggs 3 separate times. So I spent 12
hours in the car.
plus hours in the car with these fucking eggs. And none of them hatched. It's
some stuff.
So maybe the next 6. But honestly, if we keep 11 eggs in this incubator, and we'll have the incubator running for over almost 3 months total.
Yep. Again, nothing. Yeah.
Our
that'll
electric bill, do you want to know? $700 last month. Hey Bruce, how are you?
Yeah.
You're coming in at a rough time.
Yeah.
Triggered right now.
Ow! Oh God.
Dagger elbows.
No, she bit me.
Oh, bad puppy. So, between
3 incubators, 4 heat lamps, 5 6, 7 heat. A lot of heat lamps.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all the incubator's fault, but
Right. It's a contributing factor.
it's a contributor.
For sure.
And
So,
it's the cumulative effect of all of this.
all of that put into one.
Yeah.
Are you joking
Getting
right now?
fresh.
That's my wife.
Here, you want this? So, emu eggs, that's how they're going. Bake a leg and let's dig it. Hello. How are you?
Make a leg and let's dig it. What?
Bake.
Bake a leg?
Yep. Bake a leg. Get it? Like break a leg?
Huh.
It's clever.
Bake a leg. Anyway, What did Teresa Poli say?
Teresa Poli said maybe we could take turns sitting on the eggs.
Yeah. You go first.
Yeah, I'll drive an egg down to Norwalk if you want to sit on it. But what's the lesson? You did everything right acquiring the eggs, so the lesson is just to not trust people. I sold fertile duck eggs for $80 and would totally refund or give more eggs. Yeah. I think if we were to extrapolate a lesson from this, it would probably be to not buy as many eggs from one farm.
Is that what it would be? It's hard to say exactly what the lesson is here. Yeah, you know, we just thought it was all like, you know, it was all good because it was a farm in Connecticut.
Right.
Had emus on the property.
Right.
You know, we just thought it. Anyway, we are not here to trash.
Well, and we're not naming them. We're intentionally
Right.
not naming them.
Yeah.
So if anybody thinks we're talking smack about whoever, like, you know, we are talking smack, but you go ahead and try to find them. Like, it would just be a guessing game because we haven't said their name anywhere on our social media, kind of in case this happened.
Right.
And you know, we won hatching eggs from somebody, and we like name dropped them like left and right, and we like they were so kind to us, and we were very generous with name dropping them. So I don't know. It's a two-way street, I guess. You know, if we had had a really great experience, I would have been happy to share their information with everybody in the world.
Definitely. It's just hard to say. You know.
It's just a trash pool right now.
And it is. You can buy chicks, but they're way more expensive.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the price isn't in the catalog.
Yeah. So is it Cackle or is it Murder? Or Meyer?
I forget.
So one of the big
I'm getting a toy.
One of the big hatcheries started offering emu chicks, and you buy them in pairs.
$1,400.
$1,400.
So, I mean.
Sweet Pea says maybe the Peacocks will make the incubator worth it. So, is she okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited over Peacocks.
What kind of houses do peacocks need? Do we need like an aviary, or
I think
are they
hers
okay
live in their barn and then free range around it.
So you think they'd be okay in like an alpaca barn? Give them a little loft?
Well, that's where Kate's peacock lives too.
Right. No. Free range.
Right. Yep. So, I mean, maybe, and you know, if we had all of this information up here, but we were existing 3 months ago, financially, it would make more sense to buy a pair of emu chicks for $1,400
Right.
than to buy 11 eggs that are all loser burgers, me spend 12 hours in the car.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hindsight, looking back on it, it would have made more sense to buy chicks. But we were thinking, like, you know, we can do it. But anyway, we're also going to make use of this incubator. Because I have a feeling that, you know, my whole plan is, like, we kind of put ourselves on the map in our new town. And then next spring we have, you know, a chick sale, and we can have like a big brooder where people can come and pick out the chicks.
Yeah, like in like a tank with a heat lamp, Tractor Supply.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the incubator, while it was a big expense, you know,
we'll still use the.
Catherine will find a way to put it to work.
We'll still use the incubator, but. And I'm not mad about the incubator because the incubator did its job. It held the temperature real steady, and the humidity was very good because John filled up the little tray thing per instructions. Right. So I'm not mad about the incubator so much as I am about, like, I get crabby in the car.
Yeah.
And I did all 3 of those drives by myself because John was very busy.
Yep.
So.
Yep. You never know. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Being a farmer and doing these things.
And if even one of those eggs hatches, I will take all of this back and like zip it and apologize and like.
Well, I don't think there's any need to apologize. But
I'll apologize for the things that I said in my head that I maybe didn't say out loud because.
Well, you and I had a lot of conversations about how to look through this because I kept, you know, again, I kept trying to think about this through our lens, where if we sold eggs to somebody, how would we feel if this happened to them? But that, even, I feel like they, the other farm didn't quite take that same tact to customer service. Kat and I have worked in the customer service industry for a very long time, Kat especially, both in retail and, Whole Foods, which
is also retail. It's just food retail.
But like extra special nightmare retail. So, it's one of those things for anybody who's worked any sort of customer service or retail role, always is nicer to the people who work in retail because you understand what they go through. So, I don't know. I just think it sucks. And hopefully the other chicks hatch.
That's interesting. Rebel Canner says, my Tractor Supply has very good-looking chicks with the heat lamp on. I really believe it's just one isolated incident.
It's definitely not one isolated incident.
Because it was bad at our store, too, when we went. Rebel Canners, I forget, where are you located? It must be somewhere further south, I would wager. Because my hypothesis, not that anybody asked, but I think in stores that have a warmer ambient temperature, have a much easier time with those tower brooder setups. But when we went to our Tractor Supply in February, Michigan, hypothesis foiled. We went in February and they were shivering, shaking, half dead.
So they did, and this was before Goldstraw Farms
video. He
came
actually
out.
posted a comment.
Yeah, a comment that we made on the Facebook page.
In his list of comments, he took the first one was us because we saw it and we were horrified by what we saw.
And so we did notice that they made a significant change, even again before Goldstraw Farms video. We went in there. So originally they had just like the metal floor
Plastic,
with
I think, yeah.
or whatever with the holes,
right.
And they had the heat plate all the way up against the top of the roof. They were clearly cold. The next time we went in there, it was much warmer outside.
Crazy Life, same.
They had added it looked like chicken feed bags that they cut up.
Yeah,
on
or like
bottom.
potty pads for puppies.
Right, and they lowered the heat plate, and they looked
better,
way better.
Mm-hmm. But after that first time that we went in, where everything looked so sick, and I got so fired up about it.
Yeah.
They've never looked that bad since then.
Right. So it definitely wasn't like an isolated incident, and I think a lot of it comes down to the individual stores and whoever's handling it. And, hopefully since his videos came out and Tractor Supply talked to their employees and they have a better plan, hopefully it's better all over the place.
Where'd your toy just go?
But it's just, they all, like, everything seemed fine with the tubs that they had, I guess, with...
Well, it's a floor space thing. Because
right.
I'm sure they were anticipating much higher than, usual chick sales this year. Because those towers hold tons of chicks. They would not be able to fit that many chicks in tubs.
Well, and like Morgan said, if you were going to design the perfect brooder,
it would not be unlike those
paper,
towers.
right.
Yeah.
But, because we also built a tower brooder that we have in our mudroom. But, we have heat lamps on there.
Right.
So.
And it's also, the door's open right now, but it's not like a drafty store with people walking all around. It's a pretty controlled environment.
Because the store where we are, the brooder was pretty close to the door, so every time the door would open up in February.
Big double doors.
Right, you get, 15-degree air blasting in there.
Mm-hmm.
So those heat plates are just not, and we tried one of them and we hated it because the chicks looked cold.
The brooder plate.
Yeah, the brooder plate.
We got a heat plate because we were, a little bit worried about the fire risk with heat lamps. So we bought a brooder plate and we ended up selling it because I didn't feel like it kept the chicks warm enough.
Right.
And the other thing I don't like about them is you can't tell just by looking at them if they're warm enough.
Right.
Not the chicks. I mean the heat plate. Like I walk by our heat lamps and I can see that it's on.
Right. Yeah, it's tough to show that with us.
Hello from Kansas. Hello Pathways. How are you?
Plus, I always kind of thought that the tubs with the chickens was like
kind of a neat.
It's a nice little aesthetic touch.
And little kids get to look over them.
It looks a little too commercial, but anyway.
Our brooder is in at the back of the store and has a big display in front of it. I'm sure that's a huge contributing factor of why your store was having more success. And now,
I was just like right in the front, like 10 feet from the door.
Like the closest thing to the front of the store besides the registers. This dog is losing its mind.
Look at his butt. Goodness. Anybody want a dog?
Somebody
ship her.
Broadway Gardener said she's a star. She's not a star, she's the actual devil.
Yeah. But, anyway.
Yeah. Okay. That wasn't on our list of discussion.
No.
Beehive move delivery, contacts, emu egg disappointment. Permit for the alpaca barn, meeting the fire guy, tree falling swarm, traps done. We have 10 more minutes. What does everybody want to talk about?
Yeah. If Stormstead is still in here and you have any advice on moving beehives, please let us know. But otherwise, if you have any questions,
Open mic Friday.
open mic time.
Except it's Wednesday. Cottage update. We, as far as I know, don't have flushing toilets right now. I guess you should. Oh my God, she's being so bad. You should update because you just talked to.
Well, so I talked to the contractor. They are hopefully wrapping up the plumbing soon. We were told that we were going to have flushing toilets on Saturday, but that
did
was
not
not
happen.
the case. But contractor tells you it's going to happen on Saturday, and it's going to happen next week. Anyway, not throwing any contractors under the bus. What you guys do is very difficult.
We got a free washer and dryer though, which is
How
great.
about that?
And we got a free bathroom vanity off the side of the road. So double win.
Double win. But seriously, the washer and dryer thing.
Yeah, saved us $1,000 because we just bought new washer and dryer for, oh my goodness.
Are you joking?
We just bought new washer and dryer for here where we are now, and each machine was $450.
And that was like the cheapest price you could possibly get.
Like shopped it around and then had the place that we wanted to buy from price match.
Where did that toy go?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the washer and dryer? Somebody on the Buy Nothing page had ordered herself a new washer and dryer in November, and they were back ordered, and they finally came in, and she said, who can come get these on Saturday? And we said, we can. We'll be there anytime, any day. Oh my gosh. Crazy Life Homestead, have a good night. Thank you for coming. Okay, bye, Pebbles. Oh, and yeah, we were driving. Where were we driving?
We're driving back home.
Driving back home from Newtown, and we saw. Oh yeah, for making sure everything was locked up.
Yep.
Saw a bathroom vanity sitting on the side of the road, and John was like, "Do we want that?" And I was like, "Yeah."
We don't not want that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, I think so.
Because the current sink in there is just like a piece of
Heavy something or other.
heavy stone with a sink. So this is at least
A vanity.
a vanity, so it has those not
Doors, closets,
Cubby.
cabinets.
Cabinet. Cubbies. But yeah. Bye, Hannah. Thanks for coming.
Oh, bye. Thank you for coming.
So.
Yeah. And I saw Ann ask how tree falling is going. It's going good. Ross has cleared a ton of trees down, and we have also done a bunch. I think, what did we count, like 20 or so?
It's white. Yes.
So that's good. It's all going good. And
Yeah, and we're working on getting it all cleaned up and cleared, because the next step, which is not like a super rush, but the next step, once we clear all the stuff for the flower farm, is to have somebody come in with an excavator and remove the stumps, not just grind them, and clear the rocks and just kind of level the ground. So, new property is 40 acres. So, looking forward to that. Kat's actually talking to one of our guys right now.
Mom Nicholas is going to give us price.
Also, thank you for giving us Nicholas's number. We've also given him a ton of work. Also, apologies for everyone who has dogs. Peanut, your breath stinks.
Brush my teeth.
Shush. Yeah.
You're a big talker.
Anyway. It's like one of those things, so like one dog barks at something.
Or nothing.
Or nothing. And then the other dog barks at the first dog. And then the first dog hears the second dog barking, so it barks. And then the other dog hears this dog barking again, so it barks again, and it's just like a vicious cycle, just going on and on and on. And it never ends. But they're okay.
Yeah. Oh, gardening from scratch. Hello. Thank you for coming.
Hello, thank you for coming.
That we've been live for the better part of an hour, so now we're probably all droopy and sad versions of ourselves.
Thing,
yeah, right. We went into a long dissertation about how upset we are about the emu egg situation. So.
Yeah, dog think.
But we have an exciting weekend of tree falling ahead of us.
And I'm off of work on Friday, so.
So a long weekend of tree falling. Maybe I should go get a bunch of sandwich supplies for you for the weekend.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Is anybody doing anything fun for Easter in the next 5 minutes? Big Easter plans?
Big Easter plans? Yeah. We're seeing like
All the family?
the whole family.
Oh, and is that confirmed? That's good. Thank you. You could build a cabin? What? A log cabin barn?
Yeah, I thought about that. We don't have the means of moving logs. So I know there's like a ton of videos and like people out there who, you know, man goes into the woods for 40 days and builds, you know, a 3,000 square foot log cabin. I don't have the time or the skills to do that. Because that, you know, that would make sense if we're cutting down these trees and we had logs to build like a log cabin barn, but you know.
Easter dinner with the fam Sunday. And I think this weekend the hubs and I are going to explore some parks and trails.
Oh,
Sounds
nice.
good. Get some outdoor time.
Yes.
Eating chocolate, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, we built 3 new swarm traps yesterday and we're gonna get them out this weekend. Hang them up on our new property. That should be exciting.
Oh, Kathy says all a buzz on Facebook can answer your questions about moving hives. We'll check that must be a Facebook group. I'll text.
I think maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'll text it to you so that way you can.
I mean, we are moving them very far away, not very far, but far enough away that they won't try to come back. So it should all be fine.
Swarmstead, how many? Oops, that was me. Sorry. How many swarm traps do you set in a given year? I would be interested to know because I think I saw him. Oh, an egg hunt. That'll be fun. I think I saw him in a different chat saying he caught 20 plus swarms last year.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. So many. And I don't know if all of those were caught in swarm traps. I think some of those were like, you know.
Oh, like removals.
Yeah, or like you see a swarm and somebody calls you.
Yeah.
Hidden Springs Farm. We have guests at the farm station who'll be editing like crazy to get ahead of the game and get caught up on my snow videos.
25. Yeah, from most of my swarms are from calls. Yeah.
What is the best gift you could give a beekeeper?
Money. Yeah, I don't know. A new hive tool?
Beer.
Beer works. Beer also works. Yeah. It's, you know, money. Just cash. But, yeah. And yes, we use alpaca manure
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yep.
Because it's cold compost, or it's cold manure, so you don't have to worry about burning your plants or anything, so you can put it right in. Yeah, super easy. You don't have to compost it, you don't have to do anything, so you can take it, you know, right from the ground.
It like doesn't smell either. So when we're planting our tulips and daffodil bulbs, we would like dig a trench and like use 5-gallon buckets and like lay down a layer of it and then put the bulbs right in that and then back over with dirt. But it's not like stinky or sticky.
Right, because there's not a lot of nitrogen in it, I believe.
Is that why?
I think so. And so there's, you know, and also worms, earthworms excuse me, really like it. So, your dogs, if you have dogs, will also really like it.
Yeah. Oh
so
man.
Be aware of that.
Yeah. They don't like dig up stuff to get to it.
But if it's out,
Yeah.
they love it.
Especially
The
everyone.
star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alpaca poop, does it look like raisinets or is it a pile?
Raisinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call them beans because they're basically just little circles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of like deer poop.
Like sized up hamster poop.
Right. Like little spheres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 8 o'clock, so we are going to let everybody go and have a good rest of their night. Mulberry Branch Farm goes live right after us, so if you feel like staying on and chatting about some more things,
Be sure and check them out.
be sure and check them out. So thank you for everybody who joined us. Thumbs up on your way out if you haven't already.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye!